heavy drug users and gamblers, people with a gambling addiction, alcoholics. All of these people are trying to deal with severe emotional pain, like a lot more emotional pain than the majority of the people have to deal with. And they use these things to distract themselves from the pain, like gambling, or to numb the pain, like alcohol. And it has to be numbed every day. And once they numb the pain, they can function somewhat in life. And that's what they figure out, is that with all these drugs, it's better than without the drugs because there's so much emotional pain. And it's hard to see, if you don't have that much emotional pain, what these people are going through, because they look, they have two arms and two legs and seem physically healthy, and what's their problem? But it's just like everything else in life. Like, if some people are born horribly, horribly poor, where they can't, to crack addicted mothers and fathers, and they can hardly eat, and their clothes are terrible. And some people are born into, estates with summer houses and yachts, and the environment is wonderful. And so it's like that emotionally too. Some people are born into a great deal of emotional pain, but you can't see it like you can poverty. And some people are born with very little emotional pain. And there's a wide range, and the world is not fair like that. It does everybody, every advantage or disadvantage is unfairly distributed. Or you could say it's fairly distributed because it's completely arbitrary. But there are some people born with all sorts of advantages, and some people born with actually none at all, and they don't make it because they can't. And that's really the human condition. There is not this being, trying to take care of us all. There is just nature, and it throws us out there like a bunch of grass seed. And some of us land in really good dirt and we grow well, and some of us land on the pavement and just burn up. And some of us land in the crack between the pavement with just a little bit of dirt, and it's a struggle to make it. I mean, it's just terrible. And that's the way life really is. And that's very different than the narrative that we've had for the last few thousand years. And we need to turn that around and look at the reality that we figured out, so we can decide where to go from here. All this new information through psychology and sociology that has been wonderful, we haven't incorporated it into the shared intellectual context of what the world is. And once that becomes dominant, and we have movies and books that exemplify that, we can start seeing really where we are and decide where we're going to go from here.